Good morning, good morning, good morning. Miss Donna on the wake up call. Wake up. I'm trying to wake up, y'all. Good morning. I slept, got up middle night, go to bathroom. This is the stuff grandmoms do. Wake up. Got my scarf on my head. Got a shirt on underneath of this. You know how you gotta keep warm. We got some snow, but it didn't stick too much in Wilmington, Delaware yesterday, which was good. But Miss Donna is in this bed, okay? And as you can see, I got a scarf on and still got a hat on my head underneath the scarf. Only Miss Donna can do that and grandmoms. Are you trying to keep warm? Not that it's freezing in my room, but I learned to keep warm to keep from getting stopped up at night. You know how you go to sleep and wake up stopped up a lot of the times? I mean, your sinus gets drained when you lay on one side. Your sinuses be draining. But another thing, you know how you under the blankets. This will help somebody under the blankets. And your body's warm. But you know your face ain't covered up in your head. So you tend to, your head be chilly. Okay, and that's how you can get sniffles. So to stop a lot of that, or to bring it down, put something on your head. You can put pieces of tissues in your ears. Now, I learned this from people a whole lot older than me. Put pieces of cotton balls in your ears. You know how you get them ear aches? Put pieces of cotton ball in your ears. That will stop a lot of that ear aching when you're laying down. People that got sinuses and allergies, you need to do this. And outside when it's real cold, and you know how that wind be blowing in your car, and the wind's blowing and getting your ear, next you know you got earache, put some cotton in them ears. I'm serious. Oh my God, Mom. She told me that when I did it, that cut down a lot of earache problems. You gotta cover your ears up. This is all year round. You gotta do it just winter. It's that winter do a number on you. So this is grandmom tips. Grandmom tips for you. I have a new YouTube channel just about things grandmoms do. Okay? It's just about the things that grandmom do. So I'll send a link to the page so y'all can click on and subscribe to that channel. But it's different than my regular page. It's just about grandmom stuff. Because grandmoms do a lot of things. And I know y'all that got grandmoms and great grandmoms. Grandmoms do a little bit different than moms and, you know, these young mothers. But grandmoms got some wisdom to teach you, but you got to listen and watch the grandmoms, okay? So keep tuning in to Miss Donna. Since you got me all here, I just woke up. Hit follow button. If you ain't followed Miss Donna yet, hit the button. Boom, boom. Up there, up there, up there. Look up there, look up there. Not me, look up there. You see that follow button? Follow Miss Donna. Follow what the things Miss Donna thought, okay? You feel me? So anyhow, good morning, y'all. I'm on furlough, which you expect. I ain't at work. About furlough, okay? It'll be a year. March 23rd, it'll be a year I've been on furlough. And when it's cold out here, I don't miss I don't miss anything. I don't miss going to work. I don't miss anything with this cold. And I'm working on my website. Y'all know my website. Click on it, thelifeofmrsdonnapage.com, okay? Y'all know I'm working on my own business while I'm home off work or work. I'm still working on my business. Thelifeofmrsdonnapage.com. You know it. You should know it by heart if you know Miss Donna, okay? I'm your spiritual godmom. I'm your godmom. I'm your auntie and cousin. Mm-hmm. I know it might not be the same color you is, but I'm your auntie. I'm family. So you better watch family. I tell you. Now, like I said, I got on a scarf and a hat underneath because grandma's got to keep their heads warm when you're sleeping. You put cotton in your ears if your ears achy. You got sinus and postnasal drip. You know when you be coughing at night, and it only happens when you're sleeping, and you get that little postnasal drip because you're laying down, so you're at a different angle. So I got all these pellets while you keep your head propped up to a certain extent, but I remove some of them when I'm asleep. But since I just got up, I put these pellets back. Oh, man. But I'm still waking up, y'all. And grandmoms always got a box of tissues. You better keep some box of tissues if you're grandma. You gotta keep box of tissues around. I keep Vaseline because your skin might get dried out. You have to. You have to keep Vaseline around. You keep for me, eyeglasses so you can see something. And I keep some Hall's cough drops around. This is all grandmom things. But for me, I keep my baby magic lotion because you get older. Skin, you hypoallergenic, can't have everything. So for me, baby magic lotion is the best thing around. For me, gotta have my baby magic lotion. Makes me smell like a baby. But anyway, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, darlings. It's Monday. Yeah, it's Monday. I don't want to talk about that Super Bowl because that was boring. The Super Bowl was boring if you was rooting for the Kansas City Chiefs. I don't know what happened. But after a while, I didn't watch no more of the Super Bowl. And we already knew that Tom Brady's good. Okay, let's just face it. Tom Brady is the LeBron James of football. Tom Brady is the LeBron James of football. And we know LeBron James is the head honcho of basketball because he wins everything. LeBron James wins everything when it comes to basketball. And Tom Brady seemed to win it all when it comes to football. So, what you expect? But I was kind of rooting for Andy Reid to win a second Super Bowl back-to-back. But it didn't happen. But anyway, I still gotta love, Andy Reid and the Chiefs. But what I got to say, I'm a Philadelphia Eagles fan, and they wasn't doing nothing. I heard that Carson Wentz is leaving, or maybe leaving. But is he taking all them millions with him? Because he got a lot of money. But you know how it go. Good morning, Percy. But anyway, this is a good body call. Wake up call. Grab up daughter. Wake up a great grab up. So wake up call. You know how you look when you wake up, so that's why I'm on here. You know I keeps it real, so why should I come on here dressed up? That's not how I woke up. What you see is what you get. But anyway, I do have a new YouTube channel just about this. Just about grab up. Just about me being a grab up. The things grab ups and great grab ups do. Some of you, if you got a grandmom left, you cherish your grandma. Give your grandmom a hug. Check on your grandma. I'm a great grandma. My mother's a great grandmother. My mother's still around. So cherish your grandmothers. If you got one, cherish them. If you still got a mother, cherish your mother. It's wisdom. I know some of them ain't got no wisdom, but for the most part, grandma's got some wisdom. Okay, and I ain't from the country. Okay, I was born in the city, but you know what grandmoms do. Grandmoms usually have some hot tea. My mom keep the tea kettle pot on. You know, the tea kettle pot that still be whistling. That's what she keep on, that kind of tea kettle pot that still whistles from back in the day. Still drink her Tetley Lipton tea from back in the day. I bet you didn't know they still sell it. But yeah, welcome to Grab Ops World. If you ain't a grandmom yet, then you can't join the Grab Ops Club. But I got a new Facebook page just for Grab Ops. That's different than my regular page. It's the Grandmom page. And the name of it is the Thelifeofmrsdonnapage. But that's somebody else under the Thelifeofmrsdonna. But it's not me. So you have to look for me. And that's why I'll just send you a link. Because I don't know if you'll find me. But you'll find me on my page. My regular YouTube page. And then if you look at my featured subscribers, you'll see my grandmom page called The Life of Miss Donna. You know how I look. I'll have my blonde wig on. Just click on it and then you subscribe. So you can get to me from my main page. Look at my feature pages I like. And the last one is me. For my grandmom page, okay? Click subscribe. Then you get to know all about what grandmoms do. It's dedicated to the grandmoms. And so, grandmoms need some props. Because grandmoms paved the way for a lot of people. Grandmoms raised a lot of their children's kids. I do a lot for my grandkids. I don't get around to see them all. I got too many grandkids. And I got a great grandchild now. But I do the best I can. Because you can't do everything now. Especially with this coronavirus out here. But you make the best out of what you can make the best out of. With your relatively good strength. Grandmoms need strength now. Arthritis and bursitis and gout and tendonitis and y'all know when you get older and you be aching, back hurt, can't get out of bed. You know how it is when your grandma and great grandma can't get out of bed. Ugh. You be like, ugh. Because, you know, I used to say that. Well, my mom would be like, oh, my gosh, Bob, you making all that noise. When you get older, you can't hardly get up. You're like, oh, oh, oh. You know you be having them aches and pains when you get older. Don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about. And some of you have aches and pains. Ain't it got to be a grandma or grandpa yet. You still hurting. So, you get what I'm talking about. So, anyhow. I thank the Lord for another day He's allowed me to see. Today is Monday. And I've been shaking a leg. You know, shake a leg, shake a leg. That's what Grandpa say. Shaking a leg. Get the moving. Be productive. So I've been working on my couple websites now. I mean, not couple websites. I got one website. Y'all know Thelifeofmrsdonnapage, but YouTube. I have a couple YouTube channels now. And it kind of will be, it's kind of more, but from now I'm not going into all that because it ties into a website in a way, but you know how you got to work on one thing at a time. So I need you guys to subscribe to what it is Miss Donna do. You feel me? And you can hit my Twitter channel up. The A with the C around it at Donna35850. That's my Twitter. You subscribe. I'm on Instagram too. Donna Hall 8117. Yeah, same as my YouTube channel. Subscribe to my Instagram. But anyway, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. But I just want y'all to know these is how I have two hats on, two scarf hats, and on my head to sleep. I'm telling you, it makes me sleep better. You know when you sleep and you nice and toasty, but your head ain't toasty unless you cover your head up with the blanket, but most people don't. So you try to cover your head up. And this helps. It really do. This ain't the stuff you do when you're young. When you get the grandmom age. Then you be doing this kind of stuff. You ain't thinking about impressing nobody to sleep. You thinking about keeping warm. Now, on the other note, when you get them hot flashes, this is only for the grandpas. When you get them hot flashes and stuff. When you get them hot flashes and stuff, then you kick all the covers off. And you sweating. And you might throw this stuff off your head. But that's when you get the hot flashes. And then you ain't thinking about all them covers you trying to, cool off. Now you need the ceiling fan on in the winter and all that kind of stuff. Stick your head in the refrigerator. That's what grandmoms do. Great grandmoms. Gotta keep warm. And you gotta cool off when you have the hot flashes. I'm just saying. But anyway, good morning. How you doing? So anyhow, I don't know what I'm getting ready to do right now, but I think I'll probably do my computer ministry work and get that out the way before I get in the bathroom and shake a leg, because I gotta go to Target. Gotta take something back to Target. I don't want to go back, but I'm gonna have to. When you gotta take something back, you better take it back. So, but anyhow, I just want to say good morning to you guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning from grandmom, great grandmother, Miss Donna. I'm your mom, Donna, auntie, cousin, godmom, family, friend. Just still got some teeth in my mouth. So, shake a leg, shake a leg. That's what grandma say, shake a leg. I mean, get the move on, get the move on. My mom always said, get the move on. Feed them with a long spoon. All right? The early bird gets the good. So I gotta get grandma gotta get up early. You know grandmoms get up early. Grandmoms go to bed with the chickens, roosters. You know it. But anyway, I love you guys. This is the end of the video. I just want to say good morning. This is all Miss Donna. This is what Miss Donna do. This is what grandmoms do. Okay? You got your two hats, the scarf and the other one we keep warm. You get older, this is the stuff you gotta do. To support my grandma page, like I do page on YouTube, just dedicated to grandma. It ain't about nothing but grandmas. The stuff you just grandmas go through, great grandmas. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How you doing? I'm just getting up because I promote my grandma stuff. I'm doing grandma stuff because I'm a great grandmama. But you got to do the part right. Things grandmas do. This is, should be a dedication to my mother. She's the great grandma because I'm a great grandma. And my mom wear a lot of scarves and I get her blankie. Mom get the tea kettle that still whistle and the Lipton tea and Tetley tea. I made stuff from way back in the day. My mom will still make her biscuits and beans, keep the beans on and everything from when we grew up as kids. So, oh yeah. Oh, Okay, Grandma. That's why I'm doing Grandma channel. Grandma channel. Because we got to give props to Grandma. Ain't enough people on here talking about what grandmoms and great and great great grandmoms do. You know what your great grandmom, if you see them before, you get the socks. You got to keep your head warm. And when you got sinus drain, you lay this way on the pillow and sometimes you got to put, God Bob told me put tissue in my ear. Little tissues in your ear, cotton balls to help with the earache. When there's too much wind blowing and that wind getting them ears to set your ear up, set your ears to the fit. You better get them tissues. No, I ain't got too much Bengay and but got some icy hot in the house. You know what I mean? Icy hot stuff goes on when you great grandma. You know about Arthur, right? Don't act you ain't gotta have no bad to know Arthur. You know Arthur. You know Arthur. You know Arthur. You get to know Arthur. So my mom always told me. See, my mom's on here, Facebook. My mom, Jean Brown, that's my mother. And my mother keeps the Vaseline. She told me Vaseline's for everything. So guess what? I keeps the Vaseline jar around. Vaseline. She said Vaseline to heal you. Well, at church they said olive oil. Put the olive oil on. But she said she greased my head down for olive oil for the first year of my life. Maybe that's why the Lord's hand's been on my life. Why? But she greased me down in olive oil. Good morning, Cassandra. Good morning, darling. But yeah, we got to give tribute to grandmothers. I know mothers get tributes, but grandmoms and great grandmoms. And we know what grandmoms do. So why would I come on here with makeup and earrings and dressed up? That's not what grandmoms do. That's not what great grandmama do. I remember my grandpapas, they didn't do all that. They tell you wash all that mess off your face. Get that makeup off. Go get a rag. Wrench around and wrench it off. Grandmama might couldn't smile and see no teeth. You gonna see the dentures. But I got a couple teeth still left in my mouth. But grandpapa pulled up dentures and put them dentures in the cup on a nightstand. I forgot what my mom put her dentures in, but it was some kind of stuff supposed to clean dentures. But y'all know grandmama always got the grandkids and watching them and doing errands for them, and you treat the grandkids better than you treated your kids. You know how grandpapas do. My grandkids run up to me. Mom, what they call me? Mom Donna. That's what my grandkids call me. I was trying to think of what my grandkids call me. Mom Donna. That's what they call me. They call me grandmom. They call me Mom Donna. Mom Donna. Mom Oh, they run up to me and give me a hug. And if if you got a piece of candy or you got something for them, grab kiss where to go. And when it gets close to summer, they said, "My mom Donna, come take us to the park." My mom Donna, come on, Bub Donna, take us to the park, my mom Donna. Oh, it was that Polydent tap. See you know real, you know real well what it is. Polydent lolly, Polydent. That's the stuff my mom used to put. I couldn't remember what my mom used to put. I know she used to take them teeth, sit them in a cup, and it was something with fizz like alka-seltzer. You know what I'm saying? Just said yeah, you know what it is. But I just don't want no dentures right now. You know what I'm saying? You a great grandbob too? Oh shucks, you a great grandbob. Welcome to the Great Grandbobs Club. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing videos on here tributing to the grandmoms too. You know Miss Donna do a little bit of everything, but it's in love and make you smile. But I know grandmoms paved the way for a lot of us too, and great grandmoms. And we talk about the youth and we talk about different things, but give tribute to the grandmoms. So this video, and I'm going to do many videos if you see me coming on here looking like this, okay? Tribute to the grandmoms, okay? It's tribute to the grandmom. Be true to your be true to your teeth, and they won't be false to you. What? Oh, stop! Oh, stop! That means we gotta brush our teeth. Oh, lolly. Gargle your throat. You know, I had that video on. Gotta brush whatever teeth you got left. And you know, I need about $30,000 to fix my whole mouth. You know, or you get a lot of money for them implants and all that. Then you gotta get the Pepsi out. But you know, I ain't got all my teeth. But which ones I got left, I'll show them to you. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, growing up and you ate too much of the wrong stuff and you might just bit down on something and crack your tooth. You know, you do too many cracking your teeth, ain't too many teeth gonna be left. That's just keeping it real. Just saying. But grandmama. And why it's all grandma, big baba. And back there a lot of grandbobs was big. Now my mom's mom, that was my heart. That was Big Mama. And my daddy's mom wasn't too big of a mama. She'd tear your behind up though. But she Indian, looked like an Indian. She had the long, cold, black hair that was turning gray. She had long hair. And Grandmama Catherine Viola Robinson would tell me, brush my hair 100 times. I'm like, Grandmama, who brushes hair 100 times and why are you counting it? She said, I'm trying to tell you how my hair got this long. And she had long, real long, straight hair. Like if you had a perm, but she didn't have no perm. She was an Indian. And I would brush Grandmama's hair. You know, Grandmama tell you the stories. I'm brushing Grandmama's hair. She said, you gotta brush it 100 times. Well, can't you brush it 50, Grandma? She said, no, I'm trying to tell you how my hair got like this. You want to know the story? 100. Who in this day and time is brushing their hair 100 times? Your head be hurting. I mean, I didn't apply it to my life. But Grandmama said it worked for her. Brushing your hair 100 times. But that's what my grandmama swore. She had the hair to prove it. Maybe that worked for her. But, you know. But I loved it, my grandbaba. My father's mom. Her name was Catherine Viola Robinson. That was by heart too. But her and my mom's mom was like night and day. They had two different characteristics. Because my Bob's Bob, Hazel Brown, is all you know about is Jesus. That's Big Bob to tell you about Jesus. And she was just sweet and sweet and sweet as they come. And the other grandma, she was sweet too, but she'd get you told more. And she didn't talk a lot about Jesus. You know how just different people was raised differently. She had that cat in her house when I was a little kid, and I wasn't into cats. And she had a wooden stove. And my grandmom, my daddy's grandmom, had an ice box. But it wasn't refrigerators we got out then, it was an ice box. It was a refrigerator that they put ice in. And you put your food and meats in the ice box. She had a wooden stove. You put wood around there and you cook with the wooden stove. Wasn't like this stuff we got out now. No. Hold on. When it's a cell phone, you gotta say hold on. Cell phone. But anyway, grandmama had a wooden stove. She had a cat. She had some kind of bed. Great big sturdy canopy bed. It was a big bed with big, tall wooden things. That's what she had. Grandma would make homemade soups and stews. Back then they made big pots of soups and stews. People don't do that now. And Grandma had a pear tree in the backyard. She lived different places, but one place when I was real young, she lived out South Bridge, but not way out South Bridge. Across from the gas station, and she had a pear tree. And I remember going there to get me a pear off the tree. But I like the pears that are riper because they're softer. And I walk with Grandmom. Grandmom go to the bathroom when you outside. And Grandmom said, we gotta go, gotta go take a leak. Gotta go take a leak. I said, Grandmama, what's the leak? What you gonna do with the leak, Grandmama? She said, come on. Because Grandma was taking me to Acme. Oh, excuse me. No. Back then it wasn't no Acme. Back then it was called A&P. A&P grocery store. Grandma said, come on. Up a little, so I had to come on with Grandma. And she seen that bush before we got the A&P. She said, come on. Stand around me. I gotta take a leak. And so the guard, the cover, Grandma, get behind that bush. And Grandma had to take a leak. I said, oh, Grandmama, you had to pee? She said, I had to take a leak. So I was her bodyguard. She used me, her little grandchild, the bodyguard, while she take a leak. And then when she get done taking her leak, then we finish walking the A&P grocery store. That's the life of grandmamas. Grandmamas did different things. Didn't have this modern stuff now. You had the phone. If you had a phone, there were no cell phones and beepers and pagers, none of that wasn't out. You know what I'm saying? And so I had to do what Grandma wanted me to do. She said, come on. And so I love my grandmama. I remember while she was living, she gave me this big bear coat. Yeah, a bear. It was like a bear too. It looked like a bear when I put it on, real big and bulky. And I was skinny back then, so it weighed me down. But I wanted it because it was my grandmom's coat. And grandmom had real coats back then. Grandmom gave me some of her jewelry. When you're a kid and grandmom, she looking at her jewelry and her earrings. Oh, grandmom, I like what you got on your bureau. Grandmom, let me see what you got in that closet, grandmom. And grandmom had nice clothes, but grandmom had her little house dresses. You know what grandmom's got in the closet. Slippers and, you know. That's how I learned to play house when I was a kid and wanted my dolls and my hairs, the hair dolls to play with hair because girl played in grandma's hair. Grandma cooked me some food and back then some of grandma's. I'm just saying that's my daddy's mom, grandma. Grandmom didn't like throwing away too much, Sherry. Grandmom didn't like throwing away too much. So these true stories, y'all. Talk about grandma. It's just tribute to grandma video. Tribute to grandma, great grandmamas. That's you see me. I'm a great grandmama. I can talk. This is what grandmas do. This is how grandmas do when you in bed. Okay? Tribute to grandmas. So, grandma in the kitchen. Grandma got food in the refrigerator. Grandma has some scrapple. True story, true story. And grandma said, "Great, fix you some breakfast." So she got the eggs out, and she got the scrapple and the bread. And when she took that scrapple out, I said, "Grandma, that scrapple ain't good." I said, "Grandma, but that scrapple got a little green around it or something. That's a Chessie meat. Grandma be waiting fit to cook that." Grandma said, you don't waste food. You cut around and cut that green off." you like my shell? It's grandma's shell. And grandmama cut the green off the scrapple, cut around it. Yes, she did. I said, "Grandmama, I don't want no Chessie meat. I don't want no Chessie meat, Grandma." I guess that's what they called it. I don't know. That's what I was saying when I was a child. Chessie meat. "Grandma, what no Chessie meat, Grandma?" And she cut the green off and the bone off the scrapple and fried it up. And I don't know if she did it to bread, because you know how you can have bread that got mold. Cut the mold off and give me the good part, Grandma. "That's stale, Grandma." She said, "Cut the mold off that makes great stuffing." "Grandma, I don't want that, Grandma. Let's throw that away." But she didn't believe in throwing stuff away. Grandma didn't believe in wasting. You know how we waste now, and you going out and you waste half your plate, or you take it home and don't eat it no more. You will not waste no food back when my grandma was around. Wasting was not an option. You ate it. And same when my mom fixed us a plate and she put beets on my plate, to this day I don't like beets. Don't eat them. Never bought them for me or my kids. But some people like them because they're good for your blood. And my mama still eat beets. But when I told her I'd rather get a beating, just beat me. Beat me. Because I'm not eating them beets. I don't care if you slap me 10, I'm not eating them beets. I never liked beets. But that's the thing is, they didn't believe in you wasting. But then don't give me something I don't want. But you couldn't do that when you was growing up as a child. You ate what you was given and do what you was told, or you get a whooping. They'll tear your hide up. And God never tell you go get some switches off the tree and they tear your hide up. Get too smart, they slap you backwards. And you be seeing lightning through your eyes. Take a shoe, can and knock your head off. Grandmamas. Y'all don't know what I went through. Whew, grandmamas. My mom make you fix the TV with the rabbit ears. Turn that rabbit ear this way, that way, that way. Turn that channel. I want UHF, VHF. Clicking it with pliers because the button ain't working right. Trying to get the rabbit ears to work so you can watch as the world turns and search for tomorrow and a guiding light, the young and the rest of the days of our lives. And if you had time, then you can watch All My Children General Hospital. Search for tomorrow. Grandmamas. I was a kid, but I seen what grandmamas was doing. Some of the grandmamas. Back then, my mom had little jive magazines and stuff that told stories, and Daddy had the little hustler, or what you call them, penthouse. I don't know. You know they had the magazines, and I sneak in my daddy's room. I'm a kid. You know how kids is playing and go under the mattress, and Daddy got magazines under the mattress, and I'm like, "Ooh, Daddy, get out of my room, get out." Them people in that magazine, they ain't got no clothes on, Daddy. Daddy, they ain't got no clothes on. Get out of my room. Get out of my room. So that means Daddy's had a stash. Oh, that's what you do. But see, I was the kid, so what do I know? You supposed to have them. Y'all grown folks business. But you know how kids experimenting, sneaking and looking and peeking at stuff, man. You know what? But this is grandmama, great grandmama. Back in the day, it just was different. Ain't nothing like now. And my mom wears scarves on her head to this day. Now my mom's mom, she ain't wearing a whole lot of scarves that I remember. She had her hair pinned up. Back then they pin your hair up with bobby pins. Bobby pins everywhere. Remember my mom sent me to school with bobby pins. 5 and 6 plaits and pin a bobby pin. I like, oh, I don't like this style. This ain't no style. Take the bobby pins out. She come home, she slapped me. You done changed the hairstyle like a Bob. The kids ain't wearing bobby pins in their head to school. When I got 9 years old, I learned how to plait and braid my own hair, honey. I told her, you ain't got to do my hair ever again. Let me do bald hair. Don't do my hair no more. Okay? And you better not say too loud because you get slapped. But I ain't want her doing my hair. She always sent me to school with shiny shoes. My mom lived in a Goodwill, so she got money though, but you know she always for a sale. To this day, my mom like a sale, but she go to Goodwill and I'm hiding. Make sure nobody don't see me go to there, cause I said that ain't the store where you supposed to get clothes at. You supposed to go to the real store with the new clothes. You go to Goodwill, something. This store smell a little like dust. Cause I had allergy, so I smell dust. I'm in there sneezing and coughing. I don't. And once in a blue moon, I go on to Goodwill now, but it just wasn't my regular store. You know what I mean? Take me to Caldor and Ames back in the day. Gaylords. Them are back in the day stores, I remember. Carol Ann, the $10 dress, the $10 suit. Storm shoes. Those of you from Delaware, Storm shoes, Bambergers. Kennard shoes. Wilmington dry goods. And I used to go to, when I got to be 16, I went to the Warner Brothers Theater. 300 Delaware Avenue is a PNC Bank, but it was a Warner Brothers Theater there. And on Governor Pence, Sinmart Movie Theater, which is still there, but it's just an old shell. And before they had Save-A-Lot, it was Jewel D. I don't go in no Jewel T and all that Save-A-Lot stuff now. But you know how the good old days was. Just tribute to Grandma. That's all this is. Tribute to Grandma. So when I send you up a link on my Grandmama page, I got a Grandmama page, and I send you a link, then click subscribe on my YouTube channel. My new YouTube channel is for grandmamas, okay? A life for the grandmamas. So I thought it not robbery to dedicate a page to grandmamas. We don't celebrate grandmamas enough. Grandmoms need to be celebrated. Now, I don't know what the I can't tell you a lot about. You know, it's like I say a lot about grandpops. Now, grandpops, this is almost another video. Yeah, I had a grandpop, but grandpop was a little bit different. I might have to put that on my YouTube channel. When I spelled dedicate to grandma, but I forgot there's a grandpop. But my grandpop name was Charlie Robinson. And see, I was a little child. I was probably around 3 or 4 years old. And Grandpop Charlie Robinson drank and played the guitar. Well, see, my daddy played the guitar too and drank. But Charlie Robinson, that's my granddaddy. He I guess he had too much liquor on his breath or something. Grandpa Charlie Robinson said, "Give me some sugar." This is true stuff. So, uh, I said, no, no pop pop, no pop pop, no pop pop. I know what, no kisses. Oh, pop pop said, "Give me some sugar." I hate it to the 10th power. I hate it to get kisses. Now, pop pop, Charlie. Kissing up my face and to put the liquor breath all over my face. I had to go scrub my face and I could throw up. I didn't want no kisses from Pop Pop. Mm-mm. I didn't want to get on Pop Pop's lap. I didn't want nothing to do with Pop Pop. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Pop Pop. No Pop Pop. No, Pop Pop could play the guitar. Pop Pop showed me how to play the harmonica. Yeah, I could play a harmonica when I was little. And a hand job with your hands. And Daddy played the harmonica and my daddy played the guitar. My dad was trying to teach me the guitar. That's right. I bought a guitar last year. Bought a keyboard dedicated to what my daddy wanted me to do. So I'm going to try to learn the stuff. But I could play a harmonica. I couldn't get the guitar quite right. But Pop Pop, Pop Pop, don't kiss me, Pop Pop. Mm-mm. So you don't hear me talking about Grandpop too much, because my grandmom had the cold, long, black, silvery hair with the gray in it. But Pop Pop had real curly hair. No Jerry curl, real curl. They was Indian peoples. And so my daddy had real curly hair. No Jerry curls, that just had that kind of hair. So when my hair finally started growing, that's what I had, curly hair. And you can't do much with it. So I would buy perms and stuff to try to get it straight. But anyway, that's grandpops. My pop just did too much kissing, and I'm not into all that kissing and liquor breath. Y'all know what I mean by liquor breath. And then I got a grandpop on my mom's side. That's the other grandpop. And I must wasn't that into grandpops. Because I don't remember me and Walter Brown. I don't remember no relationship with that Pop either. Now, he didn't give me no kisses and stuff. I just remember him always going to work. Shoot, Grandma had 13 kids. Hold on again. Cell phone. Grandma had 13 kids. Pop. He must be doing something. But they didn't believe in birth control back then, so she said, however many come out, however many God wanted me there. I couldn't imagine that back then, 13 kids. So Pop, Walter, worked Speakman Place back in the day, up there around 30th and Market in Wilmington, or, it was a Speakman Place, 30th Street, between Market and Governor Prince. Speakman Place, and they still got that Speakman Park. But that's where Grandpa worked at for many years. Your mom, my mom had 15 children. See, back then they pulled out them kids. I had 3 kids and like to die. I told that doctor, you gonna clip, tie, and burn these tubes or I ain't leaving the hospital. This is true story. And I got my tubes tied. My son was born May 28th. I would have been 24 June the 8th. So I wasn't quite 24. I told that doctor, clip, tie, and burn my tube. He said, you kind of young to be getting tubes tied. I said, I ain't too young to know that I don't want to feel this pain no more. It's too much pain. And, see, my mom got her tubes tied. But after 7 years, her tubes came untied. So I was like, I don't want them tied. That's how my sister Faith got here. Get them burned so they can't resurrect. And so I had to sign a paper, and that's what I got done. Because I don't know how you had that many kids. They was having kids like candy. I don't believe you should have that many kids. I guess they just slid out, or it didn't hurt. So, not for me. So Pop made all them kids, and Grandmama had to feed all them kids. That's why I said I learned they had to have big pots of food. Pots of food. You cook for a lot of people, you gotta have pots of food. So that's why they didn't do no measuring. Say a teaspoon of this and a half a teaspoon of that. Like y'all say, what's the Donna, what's the ingredients? Well, I don't cook like that. I just throw my food together. That's how I was raised. You taste it. You put something in, put a little bit more seasoning if it's not, the taste ain't right. So I can't give you an exact measurement because, see, back then we didn't use a lot of cookbooks. We just cook. And so that's how I grew up. So that's how I cook. Whatever you see me doing, that's what I do. But you don't see me, you ain't never seen me on Facebook using measuring spoons. I don't cook like that. Just don't. I don't. That wasn't in my family tree. But back then they cooked a lot of biscuits. You don't see me hardly doing that. But they cooked a lot of biscuits and homemade cornbread with the cornmeal. But now you see me, I use Jiffy. It's more simple. They made pies. A lot of sweet potato pie, peach cobbler, apple cobbler, and all that. I don't do all that. I had to go to the store and buy the pie already made. So that ain't my specialty. But then I'll be 500 pounds. So no. I ain't baking. But anyway, These is the stories. I'm going to be on here talking to y'all more here and there about grandmoms. Because we need to pay tribute to grandmoms and great grandmamas. And how people were raised. How I was raised. Now, I know this is Black History Month, but I ain't on here because it's Black History Month. This is just, I like talking about the grandmoms. They ain't getting enough props to grandmoms. So, like I told you, I didn't have a lot of stories about grandpops, but there are some good grandpops. But I just didn't get a lot of information. Because my grandpop, I don't want no kisses. And the other grandpop, I guess he was out working. But y'all know how it is. It sure do really go to the grandmoms. Now when Mother's Day comes, or grandmom's around, or just mom, or whoever, y'all know the songs come out by grandmoms and moms. But when Father's Day comes, where my daddy? I don't know my daddy. Well, that's the young kids. I don't know my daddy. I don't know. That's my stepdaddy. That my goddaddy. That I don't know my daddy. Who my daddy, mama? Who my daddy? You don't have a lot of. Father's Day ain't celebrated as highly as Mother's Day, 'cause the daddies making a whole lot of kids by so many different women. They did. That we don't celebrate Father's Day as much as mothers. Because the mothers had to raise and do everything. Mom was the mom, mom was the daddy, mom was everything. Where daddy? I don't know. He out in the beer garden. See, back then they called it the beer garden. Todd's Lane, beer garden. Daddy over the beer garden. Daddy at the Jew joint. The Jew joint. You know what I mean? That's what the days was back then. The beer garden, the Jew joint. The numbers bank. You put 10 cents on a number back then. And we played marbles back then. Marbles. Y'all remember the marbles? You shoot the marbles like you shooting dice, but it's marbles. Yeah, I grew up with marbles and dice, but of course the dice was for the men out in the street gambling and shooting dice for a couple of hours. But of course the kids weren't allowed to do that, but we had marbles, and the prettiest colored marbles they bought me. I don't think you could buy marbles no more, but they had the prettiest colors. I used to love me some marbles. Wanted to be a majorette. I had a baton. I'd throw that thing up and catch it and swing it around. People don't do that no more. People don't play hopscotch, double dutch. That's what I did. Double dutch, hopscotch when I grew up. Hang the clothes on the line with the clothespins. Back in the day, we had the wringer. Wash the clothes in the wringer, and I got my arm stuck in the wringer. Yeah, I don't got ringers no more. Yeah. That's how I grew up. 45s. Get you a record. I was happy one day my mom bought me my own portable record player. Play my little 45 singles. They had 8-track. And graduated later on to the VCR. My honey 8-track was the thing. And my mom bought us a reel-to-reel thing. And we could watch cartoons on the wall in our bedroom with a reel-to-reel video camera. You ain't old enough to know nothing about that. The red wagon got for Christmas. Red wagon. And real wagon nowadays worth $40,000 if you got a red wagon, but you ain't saving. Original Barbie dolls worth $40,000, but you didn't save it. The original Mickey and Minnie back in the day was worth all that money, but you didn't save it. Where's your deuce and a quarter? If you kept a deuce and a quarter in mint condition, they worth money now. The 57 Chevy. The Cutlass Supreme. You remember when Cutlass Supreme came out? The Dodge Charger. You got an old Dodge Charger now. You got some money. That's probably why I like old classic cars. Used to wish I was a race driver. Had me a old uh, Mustang, Ford Mustang. And I put them gloves with the holes in them. Bust move on 95. And I forgot I had my mom in the car. And my great uncle that couldn't see too good. I forgot I was behind my fast car. You know, I had a Ford Mustang. And I was driving on 95, took my hands off the wheel. I got in trouble. Hold on. I got in trouble. I ain't do that no more. I was driving on 95, took my hands off the wheel, said, "Wee." My mom and great uncle was in the car. I forgot. I thought I was on a racetrack for a minute. They about to slap me crazy on the highway. But I didn't do that no more. So secretly, I like fast cars. You know, the Mustang, the Camaro. I got to do a video on old cars, antique cars, because I really do love them. You know, old Ford Mustang and Camaro. See, ain't nobody talking about them old cars, I'm a Camaro, Dodge Charger, Firebird, Pontiac Grand Am. Ooh. Well, anywho, that's enough. We gotta do more videos. It'll be more videos, but I want to give tributes to grandmoms. The good old days. People don't talk about the good old days that much. But the good old days was the better days. Get your hide cut. You might come home from school, might do your schoolwork. You might be a better person. You cut your hide. Now you can't hit the kids. Back then, you got your behind tore up. You respect your elders back then. You would, which would? My dad said, which. See, you ain't fitting to even fix your mouth to get smart. Because you be slapped across the other side of town. But see, these kids now, they ain't got no respect. I don't like my kids raise your voice to me now. I got son 40. Now, mama don't play that. You know, James Brown said, Papa don't take no mess. Well, mama don't take no mess. But we just didn't do that when we was growing up. And when we was kids. You just didn't do that kind of stuff that they do now. You get away with murder. Did you ever play Eat the Peg? Now, you got something on me. I don't know about no Eat the Peg. I thought you was going to talk about pig feet. Because when I was young growing up, they cooked a lot of pig feet and chitlins. Mom, don't. You ain't got to give me that feet. Now, that look like feet. That look like feet. I don't believe feet is fixing to be eaten. How you gonna make me eat that pig's feet? I see all that rubber and fat and rubber. Look like that's one of his toes. You cooking it down to it look like sticky jelly and talk about eat that pig feet. Oh. Well, yeah, I remember they drawing on dirt with a knife, you know, but I don't know. Maybe I played it, didn't know the name of it. But I'm talking about that pig feet and them stinking chitlins she used to cook for my dad. And anything stinking that bad and you gotta clean that long shouldn't be fit to eat. Yeah, I'm shaking my feet just thinking about it. That's probably why to this day I can't eat a lot of pork. I don't know. I don't eat a lot of pork, but those stinking pig feet. Now my son can tear up some pig feet to this day. I don't want nothing to do with it. He don't bring it around me. Don't bring it to the house. No pig feet. No bodies. Chitlins. I don't want nothing to do with that kind of pig. Okay. And I ate scrapple growing up, but I'm not a scrapple eater no more. After they explained to me what scrapple was. Now I learned about that about almost 10 years ago. What scrapple really is. The scraps of the pig. You don't mean the intestines and everything, and the brain and everything in the pig. Yeah, everything in the pig. The scraps, as they put it all together, make scrapple. I don't eat scrapple. Don't buy scrapple. But before I knew what scrapple was, I used to tear up some scrapple. You couldn't tell me nothing about scrapple, but see, I didn't know what scrapple was. I just knew it tastes good because I grew up eating scrapple, but didn't know what scrapple was. Never came to me to ask, what is scrapple? They don't taste like chicken, and I'm, what is scrapple? But once they explained to me what scrapple was, I don't want no scrapple. I don't want no grits. See, I grew up in the city. I don't want no grits. Now, I ate cream of wheat growing up. I don't buy too much now, but I ate cream of wheat. Cream of wheat was like a crumb bit tastes like grits, but you put your sugar, cinnamon, butter, and all that. But you know what I mean. I didn't like grits. I didn't like fried okra, fried green tomatoes. See, I ain't come from this country. I come from the city where you go to the grocery store and get stuff. I didn't bring no chicken snacks. I didn't pluck and pick cotton. Girlfriend says she picked cotton and people picked it back. I don't know what people did. I never wrung a chicken neck to eat it. Because if I had to wring a chicken and kill a chicken to eat it, I guess I ain't eating it. But I wasn't brought up in the country. So I don't know. I don't know them stories. But that's enough of this video. This is a tribute to grandmamas. So you see me on here looking raggedy. But no, I'm just looking like a grandma. And I'm a great grandma. Proud great grandmama. And great grandmoms weren't allowed to wear no bunch of makeup. So you don't see the makeup. Because great grandmamas didn't have no makeup on. What you see is what you get. Now, when I got somewhere to go and I want to look a little presentable, then I put on a little makeup on. Y'all know I got my wigs and all that. But just the regular grandma, just let me be the regular grandma. And I'm not on here trying to look cute. You know what I mean? Grandma back, they had a little fat on them because it was big mamas. Because you cooked that food. Cream beef. Cream chip beef. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I don't eat it much, but I love me some cream chip beef. Oh, good whole bag. Ooh, cream chip beef. Now that's good eating. Biscuits and gravy and steak and eggs and gravy. Oh, oh, oh. See, I don't hardly eat breakfast no more. But that's how we grew up. And of course, I was skinny, but we ran and played a lot, walked to school. You didn't catch the bus. You walked your butt hard to get some exercise. Well, anywho, this is the end of this video. But I hope you guys love this video. It's a grandpapa's video. You can share it to your grandpapa. Tribute to grandpapas and great grandpapas. Good morning, grandpapas. need to be celebrated. That's all I'm saying. Celebrate your grandma. I know a lot of you ain't got grandmama around, but you youngins that got grandmama around, cherish your grandma. Cherish your grandma. Check up on your grandmom. Check up on the elderly and senior citizens. See if they need help. See if they need a ride. Check up on them. They the ones paved the way for y'all. Okay? They paved the way for you. Check up on your grandmom if you got one still living. You youngins, you teach your grandchildren how to respect you as a grandmother or grandfather. And I'm telling you how I grew up. In the life of my grandmom and my grandpops. And papas didn't make no mess, but they were just different. Okay? So Big Mama and Grandpa, they didn't believe in all this new stuff, all this makeup and all this crazy stuff they got out now. I'm just keeping it real. So when I send a link up from my YouTube, I got a new YouTube channel. I got 2 YouTube channels, but it's got a new one for grandmoms. And it's dedicated to grandmoms. All you got to do is hit the subscribe. Okay? So, I love you guys. Hey, Roger, Cherry. I love you guys. Have a blessed day on purpose today. It's cold. Supposed to get some more snow a couple more times this week. I don't want to hear all that. But you got to take what you get because God's weather. That's how I grew up. It's God's weather. It's God's doing. Thunder and lightning, running around, taking. Back then, when they was thunder and lightning, you had to pull the plugs up, pull the TV plug up, pull everything out, go sit down in the corner, and don't eat, don't get no silver, get your earrings off and hide, because God's talking. That's what Grandpa said back then, too. I guess y'all don't care about God talking no more. But that's another story. But this is Grandpa's stories. Grandpa, back in the day. When you got your hide whipped. Got tore up from the floor up. Throw a can of pet milk at your head. But you didn't say it's your parents growing up. Now you young and down say all kind of stuff. Back then you get your hair, put some Dixie Peach in there. Dixie Peach. Y'all remember Dixie Peach Grease and Royal Crown. Vaseline. Olive oil. And you guys, once your hair dyed, fried and laid to the side, you got some concoline. Concoline. For you guys, once your hair slicked down. Back in the day. You know, watch 5 Heartbeats. Concoline. Now, I don't know what Little Richard was doing. But Concoline. But anyway, I'm going. I love you guys. Did you hit the follow button yet? Push that button. Follow. Keep up with what Miss Donna's doing. Now, if I upload something from my YouTube, I got 2 YouTube channels. I need you guys to click subscribe now. You ain't got to be a member to click subscribe. Just hit the button. Okay? I'm trying to promote Grandbobbers. So when I send the link up, just, you know the links. All you got to do is scroll down my page and you'll see the links. Hit subscribe. Okay? This is just Miss Donna. Keeping it real. I guess I gave you a little history, didn't I? On grandmoms. But that was my true history of my 2 grandmamas. And how I grew up. And things were just different back in the day. And nowadays, you don't know what you're going to see. It's just crazy. But I'm a great grandmother now. And that sounds strange to say from being a little child, but I'm a great grandmama now. 59, be 60 June 8th. Oh, God. Oh! Where did time go? I get to retire soon. See, that sound like ancient stuff, but you keep living, you gonna get older. Now, if you don't gonna get older, then die young. That's all I can tell you. But this is Miss Donna keeping it real. Click follow. Support my ministry page on here. You know, breaking the chains that bind to liberate you. I'm almost to 1,000 likes up there, so go up there and like me. Okay? And when I put my links onto my website, blog, Thelifeofmrsdonnapage.com, all you do is scroll down, push the mail icon, and put your email address, and you're subscribed to my, my website. Just support me. I'm on Twitter. The A with the circle around it, Donna35850. That's my Twitter account. YouTube, Donna Hall 8117. My new one, The Life of Miss Donna. Instagram, Donna Hall 8117. Periscope. Forget about that. Wattpad apps, where I have books I'm supposed to be working on. But anyway, I have a lot of stuff I'm doing. So you guys just follow and click and see what Miss Donna's doing. But everything I do is positive. I'm going to give you some Jesus. I'm going to give you some laughs. I'm going to give you some morning inspirations. I might get up and do some exercise, jump around, or whatever. But just support what Miss Donna's doing. This is the end of the video. All about grandmoms. I love you guys. Have a blessed day on purpose. Okay. Bye. Bye, Kareem Goodwin Nelson. See ya.